Hello students, I am MD Pasha, faculty in Indian Economy for Civil Services and State Services. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Pasha's Economy. Through my YouTube channel, I uploaded various current economy issues with appropriate analysis. In this process, today I am going to analyze RBI's 3.0 liquidity booster measure. Student, as you know that, already I uploaded RBI's 1.0 and 2.0 as bazooka's liquidity booster to salvage the COVID affected Indian economy. Student, as you know that Honorable Prime Minister announced Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, that is self-reliant Indian economy, under which he focused 4L. 1L stand for land, second L stand for labor, third L stand for law. Fourth L, very important, refers to liquidity. If you watch the earlier two videos and today's videos together, then you will get a consolidated approach and framework to answer the UPSC or state services critical analysis question. Then you will frame an idea whether these measures can boost the can envisage the better liquidity in the market, or lot more is required from the government of India. So again, I'll appeal, kindly go through my videos from first slide to last slide. Pinpoint, you can be watch, and better you can be write some of the point and able to write the answer which I am giving you end of my analysis. Students, on the basis of an assessment of current and evolving macroeconomic situation, the Monetary Policy Committee in its meeting on May 22nd, 2020 had announced the following measures. Almost RBI reducing key benchmarks. First, most important thing is RBI reduces the policy repo rate under liquidity adjustment facility by 40 basis point. Earlier 4.40% to presently repo rate is 4%. After the year 2000, after 20 years, the repo rate is so lower right now. Repo rate, student, you know that repo rate is a rate at which RBI lends money to the bank. If bank properly transfer this benefit to the customer, loans become cheaper. As a result, liquidity will be boosted, demand will be created in the market. You know that, student, earlier March 27, 75 basis point repo rate has reduces, but now it is another bazooka measure Reserve Bank of India has taken up. Immediately, if you notice the second thing in this slide, reverse repo rate under the liquidity adjustment facility is also reduced to 3.35% from 3.75%. 40 basis point also reverse repo rate has reduced. You know that April 17, reverse repo rate 25 basis point had reduced. On May 22nd, almost Reserve Bank of India 40 basis point has reduced. So let me analyze this point. Reverse repo rate is a rate at which our banks park money with RBI. RBI gives rate of interest to our bank. Student, you know that market doldrums makes our bank to park more money to the Reserve Bank of India because of safe haven to park. Our banks are feeling safe haven to park with RBI. So Reserve Bank of India decided if we can reduce the reverse repo rate, automatically liquidity available with the bank will be increases. Any point of time they will be cater the money supply in the market. So it is very meticulous step taken by Monetary Policy Committee. So if you watch the Monetary Policy Committee minutes, 5:1 ratio, they have taken this decision. Another most important thing, deliberately marginal standing facility rate. You know that, student, whenever any overnight borrowings are required under total NDTL, 2% they can be borrowed from RBI. Such marginal standing facility rate and bank rate, that is bank rate is a long-term rate of interest, also reduced to 4.25%, which was earlier 4.65. If you watch the decisions of the Monetary Policy Committee, which announced on May 22nd, which envisages better liquidity pump in the market, but only thing is our bank has to better transfer to the customer, whether in the form of MCLR or in the form of external benchmark rate, whatever the option. But Reserve Bank of India should watch the close eye on the bank in order to create better demand in the market. Students, the measures of RBI's announced can be broadly classified into four categories. Category number one, Measures to improve the functioning of the market refinancing facility for small industries. You know that most vulnerable group after the COVID-19 lockdown is, small industries. In order to pump more money supply to the MSMEs, Reserve Bank of India decided refinancing facility for SIDBI, which earlier announced 15,000 crores loan under the repo rate. The period was 90. Now it has extended to another 90 days. It means the window will be available in the market another 90 days for SIDBI, so that SIDBI can take loan and better to funding for various schemes like Mudra and whatever the schemes available in the market. Next, most important thing, investment by foreign portfolio investment. Student, let me focus FPIs. FPIs are the institutional investors who invest in the Indian share market. You know that FPIs will come and goes. That is fly by night money, hot money. If our rate of interest is good, they will be invest. If our condition is good, they will be sustained. If ratings are not appropriate on Indian economy, they'll withdraw, they'll push back their investment to their nation. So in order to retain, in order to make them as a stable investment, Reserve Bank of India had announced in 2019 a scheme is called VRR, that is voluntary retention scheme, retention route. It may be the most important eligible question for your prelims examination. Kindly focus on this. What is voluntary retention route? I'll explain in my way. Voluntary retention route is nothing but if any FPI comes to India, if they can invest 90%, the stable and long period they can be invest 90% buffer giving to the those FPIs. By seeing the COVID conditions, in order to make the safe investment in India, making as a destination point in India compared to China, what Indian government of India and Reserve Bank of India has done, RBI had reduces that 90% limit. It has come down to the 75%. If in any fund, if FPI can invest 75%, they will be opt these VRR scheme. It's very fantastic move. So adhering to the condition that at least 75% of allotted limit invested within 3 months, it has been decided that FPIs will become in India with this operational measure. So more time, the foreign direct investment, foreign portfolio investment will be operated in India. So student, now you focus on the second, the delineated measure to support export and import. I have taken as a 2 points here, kindly focus. You know that Atmanirbhar Bharat basic objective is make self-reliant Indian economy. Make the self-reliant under Atmanirbhar Bharat and make give priority for the local manufacturing. Even we have to respect the export and import also. So what kind of measure here is taken by RBI? Kindly you can watch. For exporters, the maximum permissible credit period for banks was extended to 12 months, 12 months to 15 months. Earlier, for 1 year, the people can take a loan from the bank. Now it has extended to credit period 15 months. It's a good move. A special 15,000 crore liquidity facility to the Exim Bank, Export and Import Bank. You know that. In order to, Exim banks, liquidity is a big problem. So in order to support for the exporter, funds are not available. Resource mobilization is one of the barrier for the exporter. Now Reserve Bank of India has opened this window, 15,000 crores liquidity boost to the Exim. In previous, the measures they have taken for NHB, SIDB, NABARD, etc. Now they have focused right, the measure that is Exim Bank 15,000 crores. Another measure is 6 months extension for importers to complete outward remittances. Whatever the remittances payment they have, now they can be given in the 6 months extension time they have given. It means I have given clear cut to extend the time period for completion of outward remittances against normal import, into 12 months, earlier 6 months. So in 12 months they can be paying their whatever they have imports. But here gold, diamond, precious stones will not be fall under this regime. So next important measure is measure to estate, ease of financial stress in the market, providing much finance in the market. What they have done, so I have given some of the important point, kindly focus. Granting 3 months moratorium on term loan installment. It's a good thing because earlier 3 months the term loan option was given. Now moratorium was declared. Now they have extended to another 3 months. ठीक है, May, April, May, June, now June, July, August. So 3 additional months they will be get this moratorium. Moratorium, need not be pay the the principal amount as well as rate of interest will be charged, but there is a need not. But cancellation of loan will not be there, but there is some relaxation. Deferment of the interest for 3 months and working capital facility. Easing of working capital financing, reducing margin, and also they have taken defaulter tenure will not be considered. So the moratorium period will not be considered under NPA. So it's a very good move. Now 6 months period will not be considered under NPA. So another thing, exemption, defaulter, and resolution timeline is also will not be considered here. Most important measure is the group exposure limit. Suppose example, if you see the corporators. A corporates can take their loan on capital base eligibility earlier 25%, now it has extended to 30%. 5 more extra percentage the corporates are going to get money. It is also a fantastic move in order to boost the liquidity in the market. So students, after this, the most relevant point for your examination, that is fourth measure to ease financial constraint faced by state government. You know that state resources mobilization is one of the big hurdle. State economies are almost shut, they are not getting much resources. Slowly now they are recovering now by opening some of the excise duty, VAT, etc, etc. But here the what measure Reserve Bank of India has taken, you have to remember this point: consolidated sinking fund. Let me give clarity on what is sinking fund. See, it is sinking fund is nothing but, just I'll give example. See, take a one family. Father regularly gives money to the daughter maintain one kid box. She'll put money whenever father gives, whatever the money father gives monthly. Suppose 100 rupees father gives to the daughter maintain one box. Whenever any occasion or any emergency come, that box shall be utilized for excursion, tours, and whatever it may be. Similar way, because almost all every state public debt is inevitable. Whenever they borrow, because always I'll say a point, borrowing is very easy, repayment is very difficult. In order to make a systematic repayment, a state can open a sinking fund with Reserve Bank of India. Whenever they will get good revenue, out of which 1 to 3% of its outstanding revenue, or whatever the money they'll borrow from the RBI, out of which 1 to 3% of their outstanding market loan each year, they can be maintained under consolidated fund. Whenever any emergency come, whenever your boat is sinking, whenever you are not having any resources, no sort of hope, no ray of hope in the market, that time this consolidated fund will be boost you, will be support you. Similarly, Reserve Bank of India, now they said you can be borrow the 75% of this fund deliberately. Whatever fund state is going to borrow, it will helpful to you to repayment of your 45% of your debt deliberately. The relaxation of state will be get an additional amount of 13,300 crores. Liquidity will boost in the market. So let me give analysis on this point. See, this is the most important slide you have. The state government can maintain consolidated sinking fund with RBI as a buffer payment of their liability. This fund was created in 1999-2000 by RBI. The fund gets contributed from the state government 1 to 3% of their outstanding loan. The fund is administered by Central Account Section of RBI's Nagpur. See, on May 22nd, RBI decided relaxation of rules and regulation, allow them to withdraw the cap of 75%, which will be helpful to the state 45% of their redemption. So these are the measures Reserve Bank of India has so far taken up. So overall, if you notice the bazooka 1.0, 2.0 and this 3.0. Can RBIs measures, what kind of RBIs has taken measures? See, number of RBIs has taken measures. So I'll give my analysis. The question is, what are the measures so far RBI has taken up? Do you consider these measures will sufficient, or any additional measures are required? What you will guide to the RBI? Let me focus on this. Good measures. RBI has extended the moratorium repayment. Positives. RBI so far has taken very good measure. RBI, what they can do under their domain, they have done. They watch the the vigilant the situation in very close eye manner. They have taken very good measure. So for example, RBI has extended moratorium repayment for term loan. Repo rate they have brought it to the 4%. Reverse repo rate also they have brought it to the as lower as they can do. So even though MSFR and bank rate is also, so whatever the mechanism they have reducing the benchmark rate, it is a good move. Extending loan moratorium is also fantastic. Deferment of the interest payment is also good. And ways and means, they have increasing ways and means to the state, and as well as what here they have given the consolidated sinking fund is also 75% cap they have relaxed. So these kind of good measure they have taken. Another most important thing, always Reserve Bank of India's governor Shaktikanta Das focus, much money must to be go to the market. We have the comfortable foreign exchange reserves in the market. We need not worry about $487 billion foreign exchange reserves we have. Always you focus on the positive side. Most important the element, even the positive side, one more element is they have focused on MSMEs. But negative side, if you see, measures are very good, but RBI is a failure to monitor whether this repo is better transferring to the customer or not. See, lockdown period, it's very difficult to take loan from the bank, and even you have to watch the condition whether the banks are able to deliver or not. Second most important thing you have to remember, even this moratorium is also not that much benefited because most of the customers are coming forward and paying. So Reserve Bank of India has to monitor it. Another most important thing, states are also not happy with the Reserve Bank of India's measure. They have to monetize more how they have transferred their reserves to the government of India. So monetary policy committee has to be take a lot of monetization measure, and also they have to be concentrate on whether the better liquidity is transferring to the market or not. Then only demand will be created, supply will be stimulated, then the resurgent of Indian economy. Almost all India has registered 11th year low GDP growth rate in India as around of 4%. See, again there is a chances to achieve the Hindu growth rate in India. So RBI should take a pivotal role. RBI should take a catalytic role in order to pump money supply in the market. So I'm not we should not demand from the RBI to go for the additional measure like take additional measure. Whatever measure they have taken, RBI must monitor whether the liquidity will be transferring to the market or not. Then only the Atmanirbhar Bharat can be achievable. So this is the question you can take answer and able to write it. So thanks for watching this one. I'll be meet with other videos. Kindly if you like my videos, kindly share it and subscribe it and pass it to the students. So very soon we'll be come to the online. So I'll be start the online my courses because I am procuring the the online platform. So soon I'll be come to the online. So we'll be meet in the coming the videos. Thank you.